let's get in the back of the truck. You were going 60 miles. You were going 60 miles an hour. You could have internal damage that you don't know about. Like, let's check you out. You know, if at that point, you
want to always get checked out.
Absolutely. So full vitals, all of it.
Good morning and welcome to today's episode of Mornings with Missy. I'm calling this the fallout episode or maybe the pass out episode. It's also one of our series of 50 women in 50 states because today I have a nationally recognized paramedic who changed careers, went from a beautician to an EMT, and I'm calling this the fallout pass out episode because we're here in eastern Oklahoma in summer, and I might be a slightly middle-aged woman having hot flashes in this sweltering heat. So you may literally see the curls fall out of my hair, or I may pass out from a heat stroke today as we're on this episode. But either way, I've got the bases covered because today, welcome to the show, Emma Falcon.
Hi, thank you.
All of the way from Virginia Beach, right here to eastern Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's good to be here. I'm here visiting my dad. Haven't seen him in a little bit, so it's really great to be here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful country.
Area, isn't it?
State, everything.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't have the beaches, but we do have some gorgeous lakes. Yeah. I don't know if you've had a chance to see any of the lakes around here.
It's funny that you say that because you know, we were shopping around for, you know, things, food and things to do. And we were driving around and I said, where's the pool or where's the water? So I'm definitely, you know, growing up in Florida and then moving to Virginia Beach, like there's always water and, you know, around. So there's a little reprieve from the heat there. But
it's hard to find a lake here. Yeah.
So we went down to that park down there and it was beautiful.
It is beautiful. So we do a segment here on our show every week called Cup of the Week. Before we get to that, I want to thank our sponsors, Reva's Buds and Blooms. They're right here on Main Street, Henrietta, Oklahoma. Drop by and see them for all of your floral and gift and honey needs because they do have their own locally produced C4 honey. So thank you. Thank you to Amanda and Robert for always supporting the show. So, Cup of the Week.
Yeah.
All right.
What is this? What is this about?
Well, it's about breaking the ice and getting to know you.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And
perfect.
You travel, apparently, with your own little cup.
Yeah. Well.
So, tell me.
So, hang in there. Being in the field that I'm in, mental health is a big deal. Always talk about your feelings. Talk to your peers, you know, if you're going through something. But it's just a little reminder. It says, hang in there.
Hang in there. Truly, truly.
Yeah.
Mental health is definitely, it's not taboo. It used to be taboo. We didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
But we're talking about it more and more these days because everyone deals with everybody's dealing with some form of mental health.
Right.
Even if it's we pass it off even as just anxiety. Mm-hmm. Probably the anxiety you have sitting here in front of the camera.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're not going to
skirt. Yeah, we're not going to skirt over that. I'm extremely nervous here. Let me just start by saying that interviewing is not within my scope of practice. Okay, so bear with me.
Well, you're usually behind the chair and behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the right, exactly. You know, in the first part of my life, I was behind the chair. So that's where I started. When I was 16 years old, I moved, 16, I started hair school. And, you know, that was my career path, you know, up until 3 years ago.
Really?
I still do have some clients that I work on. Mm-hmm. My job now allows me to do that. So that's really nice. But yeah, behind the chair. And definitely now behind the scenes, in the scenes.
So I know you're married. You shared that with me yesterday. You're married and your husband is a fireman.
Yes.
So did the marriage come before your career change?
Yes. Yeah. My husband and I, we have been married for, it'll be 20 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I
Thank
would have
you.
never guessed.
Yeah, thank you. 20 years in September. And we have 2 beautiful children. I've got a 16-year-old daughter who's too beautiful for anything.
Yeah, I'm sure that causes you a
Yeah.
lot of mental stress.
She's going through the angst, and so am I. And a super cool little dude. He's 10. So he is definitely my little mini-me. Goofball, silly, just full of energy, And my daughter is the reasonable, grounded, super, not that I'm not smart, but my husband, just like dry humor and just like super sarcastic, and she's got a good head on her shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's great.
My son I worry about a little bit.
Well, he's still 10. So,
oh yeah. Yeah.
Come into his.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that you had a 16-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. So I was already doing the math. I was like, you started your hair career when you were 16 and you've been married 20. There's no way you're 36. Well, no, because you're older.
Yeah. I'm 38.
Well,
38.
Wow.
Going on 39. I'll be 40 next year. So
and so fit. So how did that career change come about?
So my husband and I, we've pretty much been self-employed for half of our lives, really.
Mm-hmm.
So the career change came when I decided that, it's difficult being self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult, paying full price for your insurance, and, you don't have things when you're self-employed like benefits and, all that type of thing. Security.
Right.
Security for retirement. Which
you can have them, but it's very much more expensive.
Right. Yeah. So when, I was just kind of, I don't know if there's a point in your life where, I don't know what point it was, like 35. I mean, I guess 35, 34, when I, did the career change. I'm like, I don't have retirement. I don't have a retirement plan. Mm-hmm. And I know that, you look at yourself and you're like, why don't I? Like, what have I done up until this point that I was just like, heck yeah, just like balls to the wall. Just like, no, I don't know. You just like, I'm going to retire one day.
Something clicks. And you're like,
something clicks. And yeah. So, so that's when I decided my sister's also a firefighter. So she was like, why don't you, try? Like, why don't you come and apply? And, it's a great city to work for where I work. So I'm like, you know what? I can do this. I'm not too old,
Well, that's even more impressive because I know that you had to go through all of the physical agility, everything to get on the with the department.
Yeah.
So it's even more impressive. Of course, I can look back and remember that at 35, there was a range of about 10 years that I was the most fit in my life.
Yeah.
And it was more fit than I had been in my 20s.
Yeah.
Raising babies and chasing kids. You were neglecting yourself. At least I did.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. And I think that's like that for
a lot of women.
Most, if not all women.
Yeah.
There's you as a mother, you're providing, so like they are your main and sole focus.
Yeah.
At that time, So when they get older, you can kind of,
start shifting your focus a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. But plus, as we get, it's like, wait, I think I might need to start thinking and down the road a little more.
Hang in there. Hang in there. So, so now we're trailing off, but.
So you were around 34, 35 when you made the switch and got on with the department.
Yeah. So I started there. It's been quite the journey, honestly. It's been, I went through the fire academy. ultimately decided that I didn't want to go into the fire route.
Mm-hmm.
Having two parents as a firefighter
Mm-hmm.
for my kids' sake, I'm like, you know, the risk of
Sure.
it, it's a dangerous job.
Absolutely.
So, like, I don't want to say, well, one of us goes,
Yeah.
I'd rather my kids have one parent. God forbid if anything happened. So, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to science and math and things like that. Like the human body is
Mm-hmm.
definitely super interesting to me. The mechanics and like how things work and like the fact that all of our organs work together to make us live is absolutely, it just blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I started as an EMT. So there's levels of EMT. There's EMT, there's EMTA, advanced, and then there's paramedic. So because I loved it so much, I went on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the department that I work for, they sent me to school. They gave me all the resources that I need to, go through it. And ultimately I graduated. So it was a 12-month expedited program that they sent me to, all while working
Mm-hmm.
in addition and taking care of kids, So it's been a long road for sure. I graduated. So it's the 12-month program for the paramedic. I went to a community college over there.
Uh-huh.
But then in addition to that, there's precepting. So it's kind of like a residency
Yeah.
for a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You precept under another paramedic, master firefighter paramedic.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a long list of things that you gotta, check off, and they want to make sure that you're not going to kill someone.
Absolutely.
So I pretty much in January I was released. So now I get to,
You can run on your own.
the big boss,
Yeah.
on the truck. Yeah. So I run the truck, and it's super, super rewarding.
How many women are in the department where you are stationed?
Oh gosh, they just had a meeting about this, and it's I work for Newport News Fire Department in Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most diverse fire departments in that area. I can't remember the percentage, but I think it's like something like 30%
Mm-hmm.
women firefighters.
Wow.
So that is super, super cool. I just love working for that city. The fire chief is amazing. He's done amazing things. He looks out for everyone. So I'm a part of what they call the EMS Bureau. So there's a group of 12 of us, which they're looking to expand, so that they can spread us about the city that just run the EMS calls. So I live with the firemen. I just live with a bunch of, they're like my brothers, It's
except the one.
Except for the
husband,
one,
because
the
literal husband.
Yeah. So, and they get on my nerves. I get on their nerves. I have one brother, and it's the same thing. Like, you just love them like brothers, and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers and lady brothers, as they call them over there. So it's fun and interesting. So we definitely.
My husband and I, we were out at the local fire department here in our hometown, and several weeks back we fed them. We cooked for them.
I love that.
And just sitting around visiting and getting to know them, and they were talking about how, they do get on each other's nerves from time to time.
Absolutely.
Because you're in close quarters.
Yeah,
and you can be fighting and just pissed off, mad at somebody.
Yeah.
But then the alarm goes off, and you're on duty.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you get back to the station, you don't even remember what you were fussing about.
Yeah. and communication. I'm such a I don't want to say people pleaser, but I definitely, if there ever is an issue, I will address it, because there's no, firemen, they could be a little petty sometimes. And paramedics can be really hard-headed, big-headed, so butt heads and all that. But I have not experienced any of that within the department that I work for. So it is definitely it's a family, like we're a family unit. So
Emma, we're going to take a quick break and hear from one of our sponsors, but I've got some other questions for you when we come back. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Okmulgee. Welcome to Work Ready. We're here for our June Soft Skills Workshop. If you're looking to find a job, get a job, and keep a job, come on down. We're here at 7th and Grand, 539-286-6136 in Okmulgee. All these wonderful people are here to pursue employment. We got job coaches on site, custom job leads, a free resume. Come down and see us. Hit our banner at okmulgeelocalnews.com. Guys, what do you think so far? In the next class, July 6th, come down and check us out.
All right, welcome back. So, Emma, I'm just, curious, because I've never been in the world of, I had a brief little stint where I did a CNA thing back, long time ago, where I really thought I wanted to be a nurse.
Yeah, yes.
I really thought that I wanted to be a nurse. And my hat's off to all of the nurses out there. All through high school, I had my career path planned. Anyway, went into the nursing home and was doing a little CNA course. Not little. Appreciate them as well. And I just realized, when I was helping this elderly, large woman out of bed into a chair, and I'm like, her life is in my hand. And then there was just an aroma that hit me, and I'm like, okay, I'm not certain I can do this.
Yeah.
So tell me, of all, because I'm sure, especially in a large city like you're in, you have seen a ton of things.
Yes, absolutely. So definitely, everything from, car accidents to, the violence and the nursing homes, like you said. We, again, hats off to the nurses. I love our nurses at the hospital. They just do such a good job, but I could never do it. I know that sounds kind of crazy because I've seen a lot of things, but what they have to deal with
on a daily.
Nuts.
Yes. And the CNAs.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so car accidents, for instance, like we can talk a little bit about safety and the things that I've seen, and you'd be shocked that, 80% or 90% of the car accidents that we go to, people walk away with nothing on them. Just not a scratch. And the car is mangled, tangled,
Well, they're designed differently than they were.
Absolutely.
They're designed so that they crumple,
crumple, and the integrity of the passenger compartment is just definitely much more secure. Keeps you safe. The airbags. Wear your seatbelts. Wear your seatbelts. Wear your seatbelts. So it definitely, we respond to highway incidents and side streets and all sorts of different things. But like coming up on definitely like a highway accident, you're like, oh gosh, this is, your adrenaline starts pumping because, that car looks not great at all. And you get out of the car and they're like, oh, fine. Like, let's get in the back of the truck. You were going 60 miles. You were going 60 miles an hour. You could have internal damage that you don't know about. Like, let's check you out. If at that point, you
wanna, always get checked out.
Absolutely. So full vitals, all of it. If they decide at that point that they're going to go, we especially with a high impact accident like that. We work under medical control, so we call doctors just to kind of cover, our bases fully. If in our professional opinion they are okay, which I always will recommend that they go get checked out, whether they take themselves or come with us, doesn't, but those types of things.
You just never know. I know years and years ago, my husband was in an accident, and he, tough guy, didn't get checked out. 24 or 36 hours later, he was having some internal organ issues.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Definitely
There's
checked out.
The 3 types of car accidents that happen when you're in a car accident. So it's the vehicle hitting the object. It's your physical body hitting either the steering wheel, whatever, and then inside your organs hitting your bone. So there's lots of room for things to get kind of messed up in there.
Absolutely.
So wear your seatbelt, and if it's bad enough, go get checked out. If it's not, come on. We've rolled up on, okay, come on. So we've rolled up on accidents that they're at a dead stop and they accidentally let their foot off the brake.
Yeah.
And boop. And then the person in front, they've got neck pain, back pain, those types of things.
Yes.
So, we've transported definitely a lot of
I'm sure that you have. So how is it working with your husband?
So since I'm in a different, my schedule is a little different than his. So I work 24-hour shifts. I work 24 hours on, and then I get 3 days off, and that just repeats. So we have 4 shifts across the EMS bureau or the EMS division that I'm in. Or shift 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we kind of alternate there. So I end up working on the fire schedule. I work with every shift, which is A, B, and C shift. So it just so happens that, I'm at a single station. I don't ever go anywhere else, but I know all 3 shifts because of the way that their schedule works. Right. If I tried to explain to you how their schedule works, your brain would probably explode and you would probably want to vomit. So,
well, we don't want any of that.
But, so actually the last day that I worked, we worked on the same day, for that 24 hours. And it's kind of rare that we see each other. We've seen each other at the hospital if he's riding on a medic unit, a couple times, but you're so busy. You're just,
you're doing your own thing.
Hey babe. Hey.
But it is nice that you absolutely understand the whole environment and the stress and the trauma that you see.
For sure.
And then you can support each other probably in a very unique way in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he probably knows, and you would as well, the things that you want to talk about and the things that you need to internalize.
You know? Definitely. That's definitely a unique thing that I'm able to go in and come home and kind of decompress. For me, I really like to. I know I don't even know if I've mentioned this, but I've got about an hour drive home in the morning, or hour and a half, depending on traffic. But when I get into the driveway, I'll sit there for like 30 minutes before I go inside, just to all right,
I'm home now. Decompress.
Yeah, I'm home now. I can decompress. Let me, look at a couple of things, like look at my email or whatever, and or just literally nothing. Turn off the radio and just close my eyes and just, all right, now I'm ready to go inside and, how was your day? Which he has an idea of how my days go, and I have an idea of how his days go. So we always, kind of joke back and forth. Like, oh, hey, did you get any sleep last night, or you?
Yeah,
like,
that's your nice
busy?
way of
Yeah. Were
tippy-toeing into
you busy or no? And, one of us will be like, oh gosh, I'm so exhausted. I'm like, no, you weren't. I saw that you slept all night. Don't lie. so I'm like, don't lie. Come on, let's go cut the grass or do whatever. Let's sit on the couch and watch TV. So we definitely have that unique thing. But,
well, Emma, as we're finishing up the show, I want to tell my audience, this is one of our 50 women in 50 states, as I mentioned earlier.
Virginia. Woo.
Virginia. Although I guess you could say you represent Florida too.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
And you grew up, I want to kind of bring this all home. You grew up in a home with a father who is Swedish, by the way, for those of you that don't know.
I'm an immigrant. Yeah.
Yes. Our technical director, Shell Jansen, he is our technical director and our producer, your father.
Yeah.
And so you did not fly all the way to Oklahoma just to sit here in this chair. Like you said earlier, you came to visit him.
Yeah.
So I know he's so proud of you. I mean, this girl, we didn't even mention it, she can sing. I have heard her sing. Your dad shared the video where you sang at one of the hockey games.
Yeah, it was a charity hockey event that they host every year. It's called Guns and Hoses. Mm-hmm. So it's police versus firefighters. Great time, but it's for charity.
Yeah.
And
you sang the anthem.
I've done it twice. It's at one of the hockey stadiums. It was quite possibly the coolest thing that I've ever done.
For the Star Spangled Banner, please welcome from the Newport News Fire Department, Paramedic Emma Falcon.
Woo! Oh, say can you see? Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
Other than give birth to my kids and marry my husband, of course. But,
but
now, it was
I just
so
say,
neat.
Now I'm like really hating on you. I mean, not only are you beautiful, you can do hair, you can save a life, you can sing. I mean, we're finished. I mean, really, just cut it now. No, but your dad is so super proud of you. Yeah. So is there anything that you want to say to him about?
Aw. No, you're going to
the
cry
woman
now.
you are.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, growing up in Florida, school age years, my dad, I guess I could say, my husband is I picked him because he's super loving. He's super caring, attentive, snuggly, and my dad was the exact same way. So I love him for that.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me cry now. Golly.
Well, they say that a girl's most important relationship is the one with her father.
Yeah,
It's what
absolutely.
we base all
Yeah.
of our male relationships on.
Mhm.
It's how we pick.
Yeah.
And
And I definitely I agree with that 100%. And my husband is that for my daughter, hands down. Like he's, she's his world.
And on the flip side of that, I've heard, warned my boys, that you be careful how you treat your mama because that's going to be how you treat your wife. And
Oh,
or
I can get
sometimes
behind that. I can get behind that. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so and one of my sons, his wife, they always say, "She's just like my mother."
Good.
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 Well, Emma, is there
Yeah.
any last thing you want to say or?
I mean, again, this is super cool.
Yeah.
I've never done this, and it's beautiful, and
And you didn't die.
I didn't die.
So there you go, ladies. If I call on you,
Yeah, I was super nervous.
because
Coming into it.
I did put you on the spot.
No, it's totally fine. And speaking of putting on the spot, my dad, when we first got here, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you have a podcast and TV interview on Friday morning." I'm like, so no, but it's great.
It's been
Yeah,
fun.
do it.
It's
do
been
it.
fun.
It's
Yeah, do
super
it.
cool, and she's super awesome. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.